Ready? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, shimmering in the sun. Such a rare one, can't believe that you caught one. If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, heaviest in the sea. You'd win first prize if you caught me. Why is everybody on the internet so mean? Why is everybody so afraid of what they've never seen? If I was scrolling through and I saw me flopping around and singing my song, I'd say, damn, they're cute and sing along. If I were a rock, you would pick me up and say, that's a nice rock, skippiest on the lake. Plop, 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 I'm the perfect shape. And if I were a sock, you would put me on and say, that's a nice sock, happiest as a pair. I found you, now I'm not scared. Why is everybody on the internet so mean? Why is everybody so afraid of what they've never seen? If I was strolling through and I saw me flopping around and singing my song, I'd say, damn, they're cute and sing along. How lucky are we of all the fish in the sea? You get to be you, and I get to be me. Just let 'em be me. We're as free as can be to be the youest of you and the meest of me. If I were a fish, 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 This is the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah!
All right. So we have a problem. Just a minor, it's not that big of a deal, you know. It's just kind of like it's just something that can happen sometimes, you know. It's like, you know, whatever. Dust, thank you for 63 months. Get fucked. But yeah, I can't use my tablet right now. Like, the cursor doesn't even show up. And when I tried to pull open the drivers, this happened. And this literally happened, like, as the intro music was playing. It was fine this morning. Intro music, it decided to say, you know what? Maybe we just don't want to do this. So, thankfully, I can actually restart my computer without ending stream because of a 2 PC setup. So, Stories Ace fucking life. It really fucking is. It really fucking is. So we're gonna flip over to this cam and I'm gonna restart this computer. Oh my god. Yep, that stuff can all be closed. Close that out, close that out. Why did I break it? I fucking felt like it, you know? It's just some days you just want to go.
Hype train.
Cool. We have a fucking hype train. But yeah, some days you just want fucking chaos, you know? Also I realized, mute that tab because I need to have the chat up in order to see what y'all are saying. There we go. That should work. All right. And restart PC. Mervalian and Varasha. Calm down, okay? Varasha, I know you didn't get your, like, required 3 hours of play in the morning, but, like, you know, it doesn't mean that Mervalian has to fill in that gap. Yeah, get going. You heard that one? Good. That was basically constant this whole morning. Like, I was trying to set up stream stuff, and it was like, nah, we're gonna be harassing each other. I realize you might not be able to hear me. Yeah, that's plugged in. That might be going through my main PC. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Honestly, I'm surprised. I'll take it. So how is everyone? I'm supposed to be doing art right now. Doing good. You Fibsh tired? Go get Fibsh then. That helps wake up. Yeah, open up that, whatever. Can I load up? Yeah, it loads up my display settings, which means I can actually change my fucking brightness as well. I hear Merv just like growling. Finish your workday? It's just, I don't know, half the time it sounds silly, half the times I'm upset. All right, pulling open all the stuff. Yeah, yesterday, also thank you all for the hype train. Like, we loaded up the stream and it's like, oh boy. What timings y'all have? Pop out chat so I can actually see chat. Yeah, so just kind of random thing. Yesterday I decided, or not yesterday I decided, but I had decided to have somebody come by and just like clean up the yard. Like remove all the leaves from last fall that were underneath the snow still. Like first mow, and that's it, right? That's basically what I was asking for. And I found him because he works for like someone that I know across the road, basically. The macaroni in your Fibsh is so big. What on earth are you eating again? But yeah, you know, works on stuff across the road. It does good work, all that jazz. So I was like, all right, sure, I'll hire him on to do my yard. And the first time they go through a yard, you know, there's a lot more stuff that has to be done, and that's fine, right? That's fair. Also, we can now go back to the art scene. Heyo, it should work now. Yay. Technically, I haven't actually used the pen yet. Pen works. We're good. And he gets here, like, he was working across the road. He said he'd come over yesterday. I was like, oh, awesome. That's perfect. He gets here, and he starts working in our place at, like, 11 noon-ish, somewhere around there. And occasionally I would go up, I would see him like, you know, like on the mower across the yard, or I'd see him with a bag picking up like twigs and such out of the grass. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, he'll like knock on the door, ask for payment, or he'll send me an invoice. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. And go downstairs, continue to do what I was doing. And like, you know, later on, yeah, I'll just be a goat. I'll eat the yard. Later on, Mecca comes down. He's like, hey, the guy's here to ask for payment. I was like, it's dark out. What? So I go up. This dude looks like he was at a construction yard. He has like dirt all over his face, like, you know, dust all over his face and hair. His like clothes are filthy. And I was like, how you doing? It's dark out. It's been dark for an hour and a half. It's like, I'm confused. I'm like, was cleaning up the leaves and mowing the yard that bad? What the fuck happened? He's like, yeah, I got done with the neighbor stuff. Like, I've been working with them for a while, but first time you go through a yard, it tends to be a bit more intensive. You got to like mow the lawn. You got to remove all the leaves. You got to remove all the dead stuff from the garden. You got to thatch the grass. You got to overseed it. It makes sense. It's here. I'm here for a while. I was like, yeah, what did we agree on for the price? He's like, yeah, like $220. Yeah, I tipped him very fucking highly. The dude was there from like, the most generous statements would be noon to 9:30. Somewhere around there? No. What he did was he fucking... he not only mowed the lawn and removed all the leaves, which is what I had asked for. I agreed on the price for that. He went through and thatched the yard, which is, you use a device which removes all the dead grass from underneath the grass layer, so that the grass can fucking breathe. He overseeded all the dead spots because we still had some dead spots from when I was doing yard work and really, bad taking care of the yard last year. Also, it was half crabgrass in the backyard, so couldn't do much. He trimmed the entire fucking yard, everything, all of the, against every single fence, against every single garden bed, against the house. He trimmed the entire bitch. And he went through my garden and removed all of the dead leaves and dead, plants from the garden from the winter. The stuffs that, the plants, they had, the dead shoots, but they had new stuffs coming in through. And I was like, yeah, no, I tipped him very highly. I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, I know this is more than I asked for, but that's way more than I'm paying. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. I paid him very highly. It's like, I am thoroughly shocked and impressed that that happened. So yeah, that was yesterday. Oh my god. More like a 2K job. Okay, actually, if we use my metrics for how much you want to charge for your work, if he was there for, I really think that was 9 hours. Even on the low end, that's still $450 for that amount of work, that amount of stuff's done. Physical labor, you pay them way more, right? Physical labor, where they're small business such, you want to pay way more for that. So it's that's genuinely again, the low end would be 300, and that's stupidly low end. And he was asking for 220. I will say though, one thing that I know for a fact, about a third of the cost of those type of jobs is getting to the house. The fact that he had another job right across the road means that he was able to save quite a bit on not having to come out here twice. And just it's one day I'm in one spot. I don't have to do a bunch of other jobs. I just have to focus on 2 yards. That's it. Done. It's that does save a good bit, but no, the dude way undercharged. Pay because the equipment upkeep. Yep. And he actually was he was set up. He had a whole pull-on trailer that had his brand and everything on the side. So it was a custom trailer. And he had the riding lawnmower. He had all this equipment to do this stuff. Thatching equipment is just is its own thing. You can't really attach that to other things very easily. So it's just he has all this equipment to do all this job. And it was just him. It wasn't him and another employee. I am going to hire the guy again. I'm going to have the guy mow my lawn regularly. I don't give a fuck. It's I can mow my lawn, but I don't have the time or energy for it all the time. And the other people in the household can't. So it's fucking, I'll call him up. I'll fucking pay highly for that amount, that good service. I don't care if it's just mowing the lawn or what. All right. So, what do I have to do today? Sorry, I got super distracted with talking about my freaking lawn. What a white guy with a house statement, right? Where is my timer function? Is it this one? Yes, there's that timer. Good enough. Yeah, I had this guy who was able to take real good care of my lawn. It was real impressive. He charged super little. I didn't tip him at all. I actually talked him down. It was fantastic. Would do business with him again. All right. Such a boomer. Oh, no. So I have 4 15-minute paintings I need to do. I want to get these out of the way. I want to do the 15-minute paintings. Let's find the most complex looking character. Because we're going to start off with that one. Because that tends to work out better for these things. Paintings! Paintings! Yep, we have to do 4 15-minute paintings. Then I want to make a new starting soon image. The previous it's not starting soon, sorry, streaming now image. That streaming now image I've been using, I've had for 4 years. So it's like, maybe it's due to update it. Maybe it's due to replace it, right? Just to kind of feel in that. And if I have the time today, if I have the energy today, I guess, I also want to do a streaming Godot image. Also, none of the characters are very complex. Like, none of them are very complex. So, let's go. Whale shark! 4 15-minute paintings, not 415 paintings. God, that would be awful. Is that my command? No, that is not my command. That's not my command either. What the hell is my command for this? You want to see 420 paintings for 420 next year? Okay. How long would each painting have to be if I wanted to fit them in like an 8-hour stream? Can someone figure that out for me? Time math sucks. Also, I'm gonna have to open up Sammy and look at what my command name is for this, so stream is gonna suffer a little bit, I'm sorry. It's not in here. Okay, I think it's this one. Triggers with 15 min timer. Okay, well, clearly I'm an idiot, and I should make that more legible next time. Just 15 min timer, okay. A little over a minute each painting, about 1:14 each. That's... Oh, I don't think that's happening. Because imagine, I also have to, like, take a break and breathe. So it's probably, I would only have a minute per painting. Like, full honesty, it'd probably be a minute per painting at that point. All right. Yay, timer works. One minute paintings, let's go. Yeah, right. It's like, that would be a fucking time. Timer is pauses. Why is timer paused? Oh, because Sammy crashed. Well, that's weird. Alright, we'll use the backup timer then. Backup timer kind of sucks. Is that updating? Nope. Oh my god. Isn't this just fantastic, though? Alright, I have to find where this... I have to use my backup! I don't know why that crashed, by the way. I don't think much changed since I last used it. Open file location... Where is this timer? Right. Right, so where is the timer that you're changing? Well, that's kind of annoying because this timer should have a way to display it on stream, but I cannot find its fucking file. It's just an exe right now. The fuck? Oh no, because that's a shortcut. Then open file. When I say open file location, open fucking file location. Oh my gosh. There, that should work. Yep, that works. Okay. This subathon timer extension broke and weird way of testing it. Short test it notification caused the timer to start counting down in 2-second intervals. Oh, yeah, that's generally not the best for that, huh? You have to remember that I made my timer. Like that timer that I was using before I had made in Sammy. And kind of annoyed it's not working right now. Okay, so this character is overall rather simple. Like simple design-wise. But yeah, having a countdown twice is not good there, huh? I can't wait to do more game stream coding stuffs and have everything break there too. It's gonna be top notch. I also, for this, already know which gradient map I want. Tropical Sky. Like, that would just fit this thing perfectly. Howdy, Mask! We are starting up our digital painting start. Recognize character? He's a character that is around in Fields' community all the time. Pretty good bean as far as I've heard. Go rest! You're tired. Congrats on working out. You know, congrats on taking care of yourself. Keeping that up. That's awesome. Rise of the Triad sounds. I think this is one of my newer tracks on here too, so I don't actually recognize it yet. But everyone knows it's from Skyrim, so I mean. No, don't do that. Draw. Paint. Whew. So yeah, starting off today with 4 15-minute paintings. This is gonna be fun. Haven't done like a 15-minute painting in a hot minute too, so it's gonna be quite fun. Work or two, so I don't a lot of time to rest. Well, enjoy it while you enjoy what enjoy your rest. Just go nap. I don't know how you want to rest. Hot minute or hot 15 minutes? I haven't done a digital painting in a hot minute because that is the amount of time for it to sound like a lot when in reality it probably hasn't been terribly long. That's called math. Let's actually bend this mouth back a little bit more. Let's make them nice and round, you know? Friend shaped. This is spicy chilies. Yep. Oh, this is spicy chilies. Totally. You want to use some spicy chilies? So we got 10 minutes. Plenty of time. Yo, R&D, let me know when I have only 5 minutes left, just saying. Because Win doesn't let me know anymore. Because Win decided not to work right now. By the way, I did have one more backup if that didn't work. So, you know, we're set. We were set. It's like, I like spice too, but if it's in the service of the flavor. It's like the stupidly hot spicy thing just because it is, then it's like, all right, cool. Give me the mild one because that probably, I'd be able to taste more. But if it's like, oh shit, this thing is spicy, but the ingredients that made it really spicy are also super flavorful and delicious, and it's like, I'm in. The head feels small. Or if just the flavor's not good in the first place and it's just spicy because that's what really annoys me when that happens. Like, oh, we put 18 different spices in this thing and pure capsaicin spice, like capsaicin oil on top. It's like, okay, well, how's it taste? Like dirt. It's like, all right. It's like, I know some people just really like the spice sensation, and that's for them. You know what? They can have their dirt meal that has all the spice that they could want. That's, you know what? That's for them. But if it's completely flavorless, I'm out. So spicy sake of spice. I can handle spice, just sure that there are people who can handle the pain of stubbing toe, and doesn't mean they enjoy doing it. Yeah, apparently that's a thing with spicy, is that they do enjoy doing it. It's like, it just is a positive sensation for them. It's like, I just don't get it either. God. Adrenaline thing? Probably. Things like it's just can't handle hot. In college, oh wait, most places, I like it best for texture food where losing flavor and heat doesn't matter so much. That, I can understand that. Adrenaline, but definitely such a thing if you enjoy the burn. Yeah, no, it's like, I can see it. I just don't want to have it either. I want a good burn, but with good flavor. Like, give me a good curry. I'm in on a good curry. Like, I tell the local Thai place to, you know, give me the hot, not the mild, because they default to under mild. If you don't even tell them, they just tell you, they just don't even give you the mild. It's like, no, give me the hot because it tastes great. You guys are doing fantastic stuff here. It's not too out new flavor. Just like, yep. Curry, yeah, good curry is top tier. But yeah, it reminds me of a time in college. By the way, hello Esper, hi. It's been a minute. Oh wow, he's hot minute again. Huh. But yeah, it reminds me in college, I ended up with a bag of dried ghost chili peppers. And I was like, all right, I'll nibble on these. And they actually like tasted really good. Like this really like overtones of dirt, unfortunately. But like this really nice, rich, like earthiness underneath it that was actually like super pleasant. And I was just in class, just taking out like a dried ghost chili pepper and nibbling on it. And then like, you know, I would just nibble on this fucking ghost chili pepper for the entire class. And eventually, you know, other people saw us and was like, oh, what do you got there? Ghost chilies. And they wanted to try it. And of course, the most entertaining one was this one dude who was not really in the traditional art classes for traditional art. He was in the art school for digital art, but he had to take the traditional art classes. So he didn't really want to be in these classes that we had. He was a really cool dude, but really chill. And the other dude who wanted to try one was a dude whose identity was really predicated with I'm like going to boot camp, you know, I've enlisted and all this stuff. So of course you can take a wild guess who handled the fucking chili better. The dude whose identity did not revolve around being a tough dude in the military, because they both ate the entire fucking chili, and like one of them started tearing up just a little bit, like manly tearing up. And the other guy had to leave to go get milk from the convenience store on the first floor. Those ghost chili peppers were really fun. You're gonna be a teacher. Okay, general class or like what age range are you being a teacher for? That's exciting. That's really exciting. What are you gonna be teaching? Super cool. That's also not like a terribly easy thing to be qualified for either. All right, so let's get this eye in. Hi, Storm. Teaching lab techs. Ooh. It's like, honestly, you've been like, and hell, in this field in general for so freaking long. It's like, it's good to see that. Cause it's like, yeah, you know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. Like, that's cool. That's really freaking cool. Finished committing musical crimes. Have you been arrested yet? Also, I feel like there's going to be some stories out of that, and I really hope there's stories that you can like hold on to and talk about later on, because that seems wildly entertaining. Oh yeah, I didn't even say how I'm doing. Well, I fed my poison dart frogs today. I started filling up a water container with RO water, and I haven't fucking stopped that. 1 second. That was the perfect amount of timing, because I had about a fifth of that container left to fill. Perfect. Fucking perfect. Yeah, I have poison dart frogs. I have 2 poison dart frogs. I have an aquarium, I have 2 poison dart frogs, and I have 2 cats. One of them is on the thing there. The other one's not behind me, which is surprising. Oh. Yeah, but I have a RO filter, and it takes so long to fill up the container that you have to turn it on, then like set a timer for like an hour later to go check on it, and it's not even going to be done by then. Oh, I only have 20 seconds. I'm going to add a little bit of extra time to this because it is the first one that we're doing today. And I had a distraction. Yeah, pick of them. There is a video of them in the media channel from not too long ago. Like a couple of days ago. Okay. So the timer's done, but we are going to give them a couple of more minutes because, for one, I don't even have a freaking mouth yet. Oh, he slid off screen's perfect. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I also have some photos on my phone of when I just got them. Because, of course, I needed to get a photo of me holding the poison dart frogs to prove to people that they are not poisonous when they are, like, raised in a household. I was worried slugcats don't eat. Well, how do slugcats eat? Riddle me this, Batman. All right, and then we want to put just a little bit of the patterning on here. Like just a little bit. And let's actually just focus on the stripes, I think. Just don't eat the frogs. Yeah, just don't eat pets. Go take a shower. Get unstinky. All right, we'll take that. Glass is indeed a very popular pet, yeah. All right. And one is done. Right. Sets, 15-minute paintings. And... rail. Squeaks! I go from pet rock to pet glass. Don't lie, you just threw your rock in a furnace. More smalls! More smalls! Okay, we have one digital painting down. Now we're just gonna work down through the list. Tio is up next though. Big ol' ref. Only the back of Tio. Yeah, that's what we're drawing now. Like, I'm stretching now because whenever I'm stretching, people are always redeem the thing, so I'm preempting that. Tio's cute, no exceptions. That is true. That's very true. At this point, it's almost going to be a challenge to see what else I can draw for him that I haven't already done. With the time limit restrictions and everything. I actually have an idea. Also, I love it's a 15-minute painting. I am 45 minutes into the stream and I've only done one. Uh... Poison dart frogs are so small, they're so cute. So those are still adolescent poison dart frogs. That species will get to be about 2 inches long at most. So like that big is going to be pretty much the biggest they get. Like there's a chance to get a little bit bigger. But I suspect that one of those is actually a female, the other one's a male, and the females are the bigger ones. So I'm probably going to have one that's like, you know, about 2 inches long and another one that's like an inch and a half long. Or maybe even 1.25 inches. Yeah, they're not very big. They don't get much bigger than they are currently. Sag, no gay frogs. Yeah, sorry, I don't have the water that turns them gay, so... Oh. Okay, sweet. That timer did restart. Let's begin. Don't know why I had the idea of upside down, but I have the idea of upside down. Like looking down or something. Probably help if I do this in a way that I understand what the fuck I'm doing. Upside down to you. Okay, frogs and chemicals are water and none. In the water are non-lethal frogs. Yeah. Yeah, and one of the two is being a lot more like, you know, brave and coming out whenever it sees people, or being willing to explore around while there's people around, and the other one is like, oh wow, there's a person? Nope, fuck up, and just hides instantly. But it's getting a little bit better. You only get one. Yep, you only get one. Yeah, sorry. I don't make the rules about gay frogs. In class about choices. Let's increase size of this a bit. And spikes do something like this. Beef, one more no spike. I was gonna add it in, don't worry. I'm just kind of getting the basics down. Stuff, you know, that to add in a mouth. There, you happy? It's also like from straight on, so it's a little harder to see both of them spikes. You only get one spike! It feels a little small, actually. Just like the head itself, the rest seems fine. We got 11 minutes. Fudge. Okay, turn off the symmetrical ruler for a second. He's definitely food motivated. Oh, absolutely. I also, rewatching that thing, I actually called them both by the wrong names multiple times. Yeah. It's like, I said how do I differentiate them, and then I called them the wrong names constantly. It's like, I want to point out that I did remember him, but then Bud had to steal my thunder and freaking point him out as well. I'm always impressed whenever people remember to not include the nostrils on say. So, I mean, I get you. New correction layer gradient map. What is a good gradient map of this? Let's just try that one out. So notice that I gave you a very dark mustache. Whatever. Let's get started. Drilled it into my brain. Okay, that is going to throw me off so much. That'll have to work. And back in. Yeah, let's just pretend that they're hanging by the tail. There you go. Hashtag just chameleon things. Justify it like as I'm working on it rather than thinking ahead in any way, shape, or form. So 15 again, huh? Yep. Sure. If you maintain a style that's unfashionable till it's fashionable, does that mean you become cool overnight? No, it means you're a hipster. An icon for predicting the fashion. Oh, there you go. No, I was talking about the hipster thing. To me, a hipster is somebody who is actively trying to be against the grain without regard for if it is a good thing or not, and is just upset when they are suddenly like the norm. If stuff that I was doing was like ahead of fashion, and then everyone else started doing similar things, I'd be like, okay, sweet, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That's like not hipster-ish. So yeah, if you complain that everyone else likes your style now, then it's hipster. Just weird. Yeah. Yeah, key difference. You're allowed to be weird. Not allowed to be a hipster. Get out. You're a hipster? Banned. The moment people show up and are like, You know, I used to do 15-minute paintings, but yeah, now it seems like everyone's doing them. It's like, okay, sweet, bye. Hipster free zone, no take backsies. This is a legally binding contract. And when everyone else starts taking this legally binding contract as well, then, you know, we get rid of it because we don't like other people copying our contracts. Wait. Ooh, Hipster's name is worse than Nerdcake. That's pretty freaking bad. So we got 5 minutes. What does this project do? 5 minutes. Your neighbor is doing renovation. Yeah. Oh, you know, there's only there's what was it? The 4 seasons. There's like stupidly hot, fall, winter, and construction. Revolution. You know, it's springtime. You have neighbors having their annual revolution. I wonder who my new neighbors will be. Oh, look, a riot.
Riot.
We've got 3:45. We're gonna try and stick to the 15 if we can, but there's a chance I have to extend this one a little bit as well, just because it's still kind of warming up a little bit. I probably should have done a warm-up 15-minute painting or something, but I thought I could just jump right back in. Boy, was I fucking wrong. You've been getting the eye color. Wait, is that actually the eye color? That was totally by accident if that was. I just kind of picked a color set that I thought would look good. I mean, yeah, I plan so far ahead with these digital paintings. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, now let's try and get this mouth in a minute. Remove the sketchy sketch. The goal is to remove the sketchy sketch as early as possible, but 15-minute paintings make everything a little bit harder. Almost red eyes. Hey, I was close. Yeah, I was like, I didn't think they were this color. I don't know what I would describe this color. Purple, maybe? Maroon? Wine. I'd say this is a wine color. It's all salmon. Hey, you know your Discord profile picture? No, I forgot it years ago. Please inform me. He has a Furby character. Oh, that's cursed. And there's the timer. Let's take a quick look at what we have. We're gonna do just a little bit more. Like, not very much more, I think, is really needed. I just want to kind of confirm that we have some shapes here that are, you know, good shapes. Okay, I think we'll have to take that one as it is. Let's go. Yeah, you know, forever Tio's Furby character. And I will be sending this to Dusk as well. Like, primarily to Dusk, just because Dusk needs to mark stuff off. So, you'll get it from Dusk later. What? There's one time he was biking, you spilled your water bottle on your biking and spilled your water bottle on your desk, and I was stuck in Antho Furby. I thought you went like you were in the woods biking, and then you spilled water on your desk, and I was like, when did you turn your desk into a bike? Also, there's an Antho Furby model? What? Are you okay? Anyways, continuing on with our fantastic masterpieces. They can work while you bike. Same energy as attaching a treadmill to the TV. Oh, didn't mean to resize that. There we go. Ah, it's a very cute avatar. Okay, well, that's good. I wasn't expecting that. Like, I don't know why I always expect everything to be super cursed. All right. Let's just get started with this one, I guess. This is a time. We are having a time. We're only like an hour in stream, and already I feel like my brain's fried. I still have more art I want to do. Like, I had like a stretch goal of today as well, where I wanted to do like even more. Okay, hold on. Restarting timer. I have to see his Furby. That is stupidly adorable. Fun, why can I see you using this? That looks like the same team that redesigned a bunch of the braces in Legend of Zelda for the Breath of the Wild series, but they got their hands on a Furby. Because you want it? Oh, it's just like fair price. Huh. Furby adorable, not applying same sentence. Furbies are adorable, but yeah, they had a lot of problems with the tech for a while, and it just pushed them smack dab in the middle of the Uncanny Valley for a lot of people. For some people, it was like nothing. Oh, I have to restart that. There we go. Yeah, for some people, it was like, you know, they're just cute. There was no Uncanny Valley feeling to it. For others, it was like, no, this is awful. This is unreasonably reasonable with their prices. Half their avatars are just free. Sounds like someone who just likes to create. Modded Furbies with spines. The long Furbies. Like the long Furbies actually kind of love. Someone meaning to actually look into VR chat again. I'm getting kind of cat vibe, so we're doing a bigly cat face. Round that out a little bit more. Itty bitty tiny nose. There we go. I think they're a tiger. Well, the tail looks like a centipede, and that's continuing down the pattern of their head. So there's definitely something else going on with it. I don't know. Let's see how this looks. If you're again, I feel like maybe partially blame. You are partially to blame here. You made me a fucking model on one of my characters. Of course you're partially to blame here. Also, I feel like more and more we're going into a massively interconnected furry community through it, and I think it'd be kind of cool to experiment and play around in VR and see if I can't find something that like I am happy to use even with limited social energy, right? No, let's not originate that from outside. Let's actually originate this one from like, oh wait, right here. Dish him out the deal is a complete joke. Yeah, but you still put effort into a thing. And like, it's not my sense of humor to actually throw like, you know, a shittily made model thrown together as a complete joke and actually use it as a fucking model. VR expensive though. I have a VR set. It's underneath my desk right now. Hold on. Pause. Oh, wow, that cable's tangled up right now. But yeah, I have a fucking VR set right underneath my desk right now. I have it all right here. This is like an OG Vive. The expensive part, like, it's far more expensive to set up to get the PC that can run it than it is to get one of these right now. Especially since they have like a newer version. There's like 3 versions newer than this that I'm holding right now. Oh, of course I put Googly on. I put Googly's on it the second I took it out of the box years ago. I got this when they were new. But you know, you can get these things for like it's still not stupidly cheap, right? But you can easily find these things for like, you know, $200-300. It's like full kit with the sensors and everything. Or even find something that's like, here's a fun fact for you. A lot of people, hold on 1 second. Put my controllers away for a second. The cables on these things would break. They were, you know, what was it? These fucking cables, it was the first gen of the cables. They didn't know all the stress they'd go through. They've been around for fucking years and they would break. Mine broke. My cable completely was shattered. It got stuck in a door, but point being, right? They can break. And a lot of people don't realize that you can just remove this top plate and unplug them and replace the cable. It costs $50 for a new cable. Some people are literally selling these things for parts for like $100 and buy a $50 cable and you can just get the headset, the most expensive part, for stupidly cheap compared to a brand new setup. And again, these things are not perfect. This thing, you can feel the screen door effect sometimes. I have glasses. It's not the best fit with glasses, but they're still, as far as getting into VR and good quality VR, the first Vives are not the worst deal out there. And if you end up upgrading to the later Vives, you can use the home stations with them. So you can actually save money on a later one. I actually was tempted to replace this with the new headset. That back down. So many improvements since the Vive but it works and it's basically indestructible. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying, oh, go out and get one. It's like, oh, instead of getting coffee for a couple days, go get a fucking VR headset. But it is not the like few $1,000 investment that a lot of people make it out to seem. Granted, there are a lot of caveats on what I'm saying. It's like, do you have a computer that can run it? Which there are. There's even Steam. I only know the Vive, right? I don't know any of the other setups, so I can't speak to how viable they are, how they work, or their price points or anything, right? But yeah, Steam does have a thing you can run to just see how well your computer can handle it. I hear it's not the most accurate, but if it says with confidence that you can run like good quality, then you can run good quality. But it's a good starting point to look at your PC. So if you have a PC that can run VR, you can just, try to look around and see if there's a deal in the area or just a deal online. There's question only option standalone right now. And Facebook. Yeah. That is really where the problems come in. Like, it is possible to justify, a PC improvement. Like, save up for a strong PC, because that can be used for so many freaking things. But that doesn't mean you can get a PC right now. Grumble, grumble, right? It's like, I understand that pain. Absolutely do. Yeah, y'all just gonna go rob a bank? I mean, get you enough. Yeah, and it's like, while, Facebook is super frustrating, I gotta give some credit to the fact that because it is a standalone unit, it is accessible for people. That while I'm not happy that it's Facebook who owns it and everything, at the very least, they are getting people interested, inviting them in, getting them a chance to try it for a price point that doesn't require them to replace like their entire computer as well. Or it lets, you know, just communities try this shit. Lets them bring them over to a friend's place and has them, you know, go check out this VR stuffs. It's like, there is some good to it being a standalone unit. Soccer for Love released a new thingy with the big goat. Oh my god! Reason for it is mobile quality hardware, but it's affordable and standalone VR. Yep. Genuinely, if it's just not the company that is the company that has it. Okay, this coloration, this pink on the high end is not doing it for me right now, so we are gonna swap this out. Maybe, yeah, let's try that out for right now. It still has this like campfire vibe to it. And he'll think, you didn't work out group, so yes. It's like, you know, if we all get VR stuff set up, I'm down with the, like, with the meetup. I make no promises that I can be able to stay for like horribly long. Who knows? It's like, I like social stuffs. I just don't have the energy for it, and getting me started in a social thing is always harder. But like, I want to hang out with people. It might be kind of fun. Yeah, right now, my VR set is entirely used for Beat Saber. Which, I'm not going to lie to you. If that's the only thing I ever use it for, I would still be okay with the purchase. I really like Beat Saber. Try to sit in anyone's lap. We're gonna have a little timer for how long it takes for you to end up in someone's lap. So is up a little social battery? Yeah. I joke that I'm the most extroverted introvert. It's like, what is it? For one, streaming. But the, oh my gosh, things like content warning and Lethal Company. It's like, that shit just sounds like so much fucking fun. Which I want to try and schedule a thing with the dumpster fire for next week to try and do another thing of content warning. But yeah. It's like, I like doing social stuffs, but the battery's not always there for it, and I need to recharge. You know, every single time we do sets of 15-minute paintings, it always feels like one of them is like the winner. It's like, this is the best one. I feel like that's going to be this one. You charge your face. Oh yeah, kind of. So you can character. Oh yeah, Tio, you said that, you know, you forgot to remind me that Dealer's End for stuffs is opening up. I would not have been able to sign up anyways, because kind of the same thing with that was happening with CozyCon, where it's like, it feels like it's really focused on the VR side of things. So I was like, don't think I would get much out of it. So no big deal if you feel bad for not mentioning it. Sweet. So it doesn't even matter. Let's go. All right, so what's the direction of the light? Down here, so let's give us shadows on this spot. Pupil. And the highlight will be like up here. Other eye. When's Kozakon? No idea. It might have already passed. Right, wrong side to add that. Because this lighting source is coming from below. So we had the shadow towards the lighting source. God, I still have so many things to upload. Like right now, my upload queue has like 30 some odd artworks in it. I just haven't sat down and like, you know, added descriptions and scheduled them all yet. That's really the only thing that's preventing them from getting uploaded. It's not so bad. It's like, it could be way worse. But, you know. Okay. I know you just did your click, but we're gonna at least add the inner ear, okay? So sue me. There we go. I'll take that. Doesn't coach us with all the other? Yeah. I can't run VR, but desktop runs fine. I'm kind of wondering now if you can use any kind of hand tracking in desktop VRC. I want to be able to hug people. Oh, I wonder if you can use hand tracking with any form of it. That's actually something that I really would want to have for VR stuff. Is I don't want to just like have the VR headset on and I just kind of just like slide around. I want like the body in the space. Going back. Also. The hug. Wait, I see something I missed, and it's very important that I get this. There we go. That's very important. Okay, 3 down. Player experience, yep. Face tracking the remaining man doesn't have a face. But you could theoretically have the face tracking, like affect expressions. 5 chamber plan. 1 quest. 2 PCFs. 3 reasons why that's 2 and not 1. 3 FBT. 4 haptics. Full body tracking and then haptics. I'm calling it. If the price of like one of those conveyor belt systems gets like, you know, low enough and affordable enough, I'm turning a room in my house into a fucking VR space. Like, just full stop. Can't join VR scene to somebody if it has to be able to give hugs. Yeah. So yeah, that's understandable. You have your goals. You know your goals. Okay, time for a Lily. Then it's the last 15 minutes, and then I can move to other shenanigans. I still don't know what I'm gonna do for the streaming now image. So, you know. Lily, you! It's a Lily. Actually, let's grab a gradient map now. Oh, I just feel like it. Oh, side note. I actually made... I'm gonna test it over here just to show this. Direction folder, gradient map. 1 second. I actually made a couple of these that are kind of fun. Based on the old school Game Boy graphics. Trying to make it look sad this time. I'll try it. But not only that, I have one that smooths it out too. If it would select it. There we go. That's actually a nice looking set for this. But yeah, I don't think I will use that one here, but I just want to show it off because I was scrolling through and I saw it. Maybe this one. We'll see how this one feels. We'll see how this one feels. I might change it up, but we'll see how this one feels. All right. Timer! Start. There we go, it started. Yeah, so is this working for you? Now every 15-minute painting has to be super serious, I suppose. All right, y'all talking phantom touches while I'm going to focus in on this a little bit then. picture of the feel it, so like a nervous table, someone else feels like touching their hand. Aw. Kind of cute though. Lily over here is just basically said, okay, but don't make it like sad. Okay. Other S words. Silly. Let's go. This is basically a two-tone gradient. I don't know if it's gonna quite work here actually. It's one that's like kind of bright and fun. A little harsh into the red. Let's change that over to like a blue. Nope, then it goes up into the red and it looks awful. Ah! Really seems to be silly. I want to say default strictly. Just tired of its always massive shenanigans. Yep. God. Every now and then I get this mood of you know that one art that I made of Zay in the Rain? And the whole thing with that art is that I have to do everything in my power to make it unclear if he is happy or sad. And I use like thin line art, really like dark, moody lighting and everything. And it's like, I keep wanting to remake that piece, but I think that the next time I want to redo it, I might actually make it like a YCH instead. Because it's like, I feel like a lot of people would resonate very strongly with it. And you know, I don't really need to make another Zay one, I don't think. Do you build layers of colors in light and dark and then erase? Nope. This is actually... There, I'll erase this for a second. It's actually straight black, and I'm erasing the black layer, revealing the white layer below. Whenever you see it get darker, it's because I'm adding black back to that layer. These are actually all black and white paintings. Where's color gradient come in? In Clip Studio Paint, and this is a thing in other programs as well, but it might be under different names. There's a thing called a gradient mask. Sorry, gradient map, not gradient mask, gradient map. Gradient map, what it does is it changes the color of an image based on the saturation, very key thing here, saturation of the pixels below. So if a gradient map is over something with a saturation level of 1, then it puts it all the way on the left side and uses that pixel. And if it's saturation backwards, saturation level of 0, all the way on the left uses that pixel. And it makes it that color. If it's saturation level of 1, then it goes the other side, and then any level in between. And so I set up the gradient map to be, if it's this color, use the, if it's this saturation, use this color. If it's this saturation, use this color, etc., etc. And then I tweak it until it's something that I like. And I will actually often adjust them a little bit, even for a little free thing. Hi. But yeah, I can show you the gradient map stuffs after I'm done with this one. It's very fun. It just pulls open in its other window, so I have to like do a screen capture, not a program capture. So it's not something I tend to have visible. Saturation, not lightness. To my understanding, it is saturation that it uses. And saturation is just easiest to do with white to black. So that's why I use white to black. It's like, I could be wrong, but I believe it's saturation. I'll be honest, I haven't read the documentation. Like, I just now realized I have never once looked at the documentation for the gradient maps. For something that I use so much, you think I would. Yep. It's a very, very fun way to add a pop of color to something. I also use them on just regular arts as well. I don't use it to just like recolor the entire thing. I'll use a gradient map to like adjust one element of an art or to recolor a character and such. In Krita's doc, maps the lightness of the input to the selected gradient useful for fancy artistic effects. Okay, that's in Krita. It would be weird if it's different in Clip Studio. So yeah, it's probably the same then. The gradient would be easier, harder way to implement your rainbows. Harder. Because, like, okay, it depends on how you actually apply them, thinking on it. Because if you apply them by just using a gradient, like literally the gradient tool, and you're just applying rainbow gradient and you're just selecting which areas are done, then gradient tool all the way, that's just going to make your life a lot easier. However, if you want to paint in the rainbows, then having a gradient map set up with a rainbow color that you're then basically painting in the stuffs or coloring in them in that way, then you could just use white and black for the entire stripe section until you get it, until you get what you want. So it depends on what type of detail you're wanting. If it's for like a full-on illustration, it might be easier. If it's for just like, hey, I'm just having a bit of fun for stuffs, I don't think it'll be any easier than just using your gradient tool. You set what gray tones are to what colors of the rainbow. Yeah. Theoretically, you could do like, you know, Roy G. Biv order, and then you just use black to white on that, on a layer dedicated just to that, and have the gradient map locked to that layer. But I feel like it's going to be a lot more work than it's probably worth under most cases. Case in point, whenever I have to draw you, I end up just using gradient tools. I don't use a gradient map for it at all. I should probably actually detail the tongue a little bit more, huh? It'd be more work. You would get more precision out of it. Like if it's under, like, what is it? They're curving a lot. Like the shapes are curving a lot around the body and you're trying to keep the perspective in place. I feel like you'd have a lot more control. I think that's really where it is that it's a trade-off between control and ease. And most of the time you don't need that level of control. least I can't imagine when you would need that level of control for it. It's just so much easier to use just gradient tool. And you just slap it down, done. Or select an area, drag gradient, try a couple more times, done. You know? Yeah, it is kind of funny Rainbow Road came on. Reason I see here and feel like with the airbrush. Yeah. It's not a bad way of doing it.
Riot!
Enjoy the riot! Was possibly add an anti-cheat. Aww. Sorry. We're discussing gradient maps and how to use them to make a rainbow. I realize because the eyes aren't open, I get to detail like a lot of other things instead. It's like, you know, putting your hands in your pocket type of vibes. It's like, oh, well, I don't have to do this really complicated part. Let's just spend that time elsewhere. Except in this case, it's spending time elsewhere instead of, I don't want to draw hands. Whoop. Okay, I see you start out with, I found clips definition of stuffs, but I have, oh no, I have a minute, I can read that. It's vague. Convert select the layer to colors of your gradient based on density of the original colors. See, I explains why you thought this saturation. I have no idea what density is. Yeah, the fuck? Is that, that sounds like it's gonna be alpha, but that's not, it doesn't work with alpha. You can apply it to something that doesn't have any transparency and it's fine. It works just fine. That's stupidly vague. Because density versus the density of light and dark. But that can be read in so many ways. That's lightness. Like, I guess maybe not saturation. I guess that would have to be lightness. Like, if it's read in that way, which, like, I would believe just as much as anything else right now. Look at that! Careful what you ask for. You say you don't want something sad? Well, I'll give you something silly. Which probably is totally acceptable. Oh my god, can I please remember how to do my fucking signature? Fuck sadness. And same as before, these will be sent over to Dusk, and Dusk will eat them to all the Oblivions. And let me actually send these over to Dusk right now. Okay, I'll do the invert in just a moment. I'm sending over the paintings. I'm sending over the paintings! Yep, so when you're able to, Dusk. All right. So, invert is a little weird. kind of hard to do an invert. It's like, theoretically, what I could do is I could copy this, create new from clipboard, and then invert that. Hi, Zeka. Hope you're doing well. We're doing a little bit of inverting, I guess. I need to put these into the server. And I also have to do a rainbow, which is actually surprisingly easy. Here, actually, it's a perfect opportunity. I have a thing that's toxic. No, not that. Display. Capture the correct display, please. Cintiq. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right. Cintiq is fucking huge. Whoop. Good enough. Bicolors. Wow. Goodbye, colors. All right. So yeah. Just because I want to show it. So here is the gradient map window. And like for me, I have to basically do like, or not new layer, right click, new correction layer, gradient map. So like I'm just adding a gradient map layer in and it gives me this window. And I can do all the gradients that I've made, which by the way, I have a lot of gradients. But there is some default rainbows. Oh, it just looks more washed out. There we go. Those are in the server now. But you say toxic. One of my very first ones was one called Toxic. These are fun because I can just apply these to anything, like, I don't know, the TO1. New correction layer, gradient map. Like, I don't know, I can put down Candy Corn, or my Gargoyle, or Virtual Boy, Pink Light, Golden Shine, Modern Nostalgia, Retro. It's like, you know, Mocha. If it would please select this one. There we go. And like all of these are ones that I have made, but a good number of them are ones that I got the color concepts for them from other people, but I still had to configure them in a way that would work for my use cases. Sepiatio. And some of these are kind of similar to each other, and some of these I've never found a good use for. Pearlescent paint. I've not found a use for this here. Bun, I can't steal them from you. You can't send these to other people. We've been over this. But it's like pearlescent paint and cotton candy. Never found a use for them yet. I will one day. Haven't found a use for them yet. So yep. Still stole it. So yeah, I quite like the gradient map feature. It lets me do a lot of shenanigans. All right. Good morning from your couch while I watch inept vendors install your old countertop atop incorrectly installed base cabinets, which are incorrectly measured, built with a misaligned cabinet to the countertop sink hole and no sink mounting base cabinet. They're installing a new base cabinet to install the sink even. Woo! That's a mess. Also, y'all already have a Poplio. Calm down. You got here just in time for me to start a different piece. Because I don't know what I'm doing for this. So this is going to be the starting soon. Or not starting soon. My going live thing. It's like I'm now currently live with art. So it's like, what the fuck do I draw? Like a lot of trouble, Gunny. Oh, it's probably going to be a lot of trouble. Going soon screen. Yep. I don't know why, but my first thought is like a completely like I have no thoughts Zay just kind of like leaned over a fucking table and just like drooling rainbows or something on a fucking art piece. I don't know why this is what came to mind. And I would just say like streaming now. Drilling rainbows is a thing. I know, right? We're modifying the base cabinets because new countertops are not here yet. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the fuck will they do then? It's like, are they told that they have to install the countertops? It's like start OBS. Yeah, you just drool rainbows on it. But I don't know. I've just no thoughts for what the fuck I can really do here. That's okay. Oh my god. Alternatively, just chewing on a bunch of crayons. They do what they're told to a minimum degree of critical thinking, aka none. They don't contest when things don't make sense. They even had to be told, yes, we want you to remove the wall turned black with mold and not paint over it. Ooh. Wow, that is fucking atrocious. The common sense is not that common. Yeah, that sounds like a problem. How are you gonna draw with stubby arms? What do you mean draw? There's tasty crayons. Oh yeah, I'm certain that you're writing down everything, Gunny, so. There is one thing that I want to avoid with my streaming now thing. Oh, let me also turn off this timer. We don't need that right now. One thing that you will see all the freaking time is that an artist will remind you that they're an artist. Like when, you know, I'm doing a streaming thing and it's like I could be doing art, I could be doing like game design, I could be playing a game, right? It makes sense to have them drawing. Sure. But one thing that I will always see artists do is that they always have a pen in hand. And I kind of want to avoid that here. I want to find a way to make it clear that I'm doing art, but without like a pen in hand. It's like, I don't have to remind people that I am an artist. I'm just gonna say, you know, streaming art. It could literally be like, I'm just eating crayons, you know? That was so stupid to me. Gonna love it. Guys, it's not like Canada doesn't mean to eat them. Have your head dipped in paint? That sounds like way too much effort. Paint bucket on your head. Finger painting on the kitchen tiles. That's actually not a terrible one. Tricks of thumbs after all. Oh my god. I was just gonna like real quick just do a lot of thing of like Nugget hanging on to an arm. But yeah, finger painting on kitchen tiles, I'm not against that actually. Nugget in paint. Oh god, actually the idea of just like a Zay just like covered in paint also kind of works. It's like I kind of like the idea of just like sitting there going, what the fuck just happened? Eating gummy bears? I still have so many fucking gummy bears. Like, I have so many gummy bears. But inkrins, they made ink cards they can cover another type of ink or paint. Whenever they are covered in a ink or paint that is not their own, they basically have the choice of being able to be like, they're not, it doesn't like get pulled into them, right? It's not absorbed in. And instead it's just put on them like you would any solid surface. They do have to like actively not be like wet, I guess is the best way of putting it. They have to actively not act like an ink. By default, they would act like an ink. But they can just treat themselves like solid in that way. The only thing that is non-debatable is water, because that just dilutes them straight up. And on that note, if anything hits them that's not their own, then it treats it like a dilution. So it can be dangerous to them. So if they're not ready or prepared to be splashed by something and they're hit with a lot of it, then it can cause them problems. There you go. Issue unlocked. Lifted a new base cabinet by its support board. Gravity ripped the base cabinet in two. They're cutting the nails and using new ones to rebuild it. Nails are wrong place too. Oh my god. That is a fucking mess. They're doing the bare minimum they need. Probably a little bit less than that, naturally. Yeah. Excellent question. I don't have a good one for you. Watch buzzed me. Okay, whatever. Photo show the chat? Yes. If you have one that you're willing to send me, I will absolutely show that. Share it with the class. R&D needs this. They need R&D. They probably do need R&D. They're trying to install a cabinet and you just send in a freaking invert command. It's like, okay, I guess we got to turn this into a freaking covered. Iridium. Okay. Gotta see this. They put it in the wrong spot. They have the wrong sized hole. It's worse than that? It's looking pretty bad already. Oh, so they're fucking cutting out this from this, but then there's this, so they can't actually cut this. So what are they gonna fucking do? Like cut down to here? And just like destroy any structural integrity this thing has? You're joking. Just remind them that if they need to support the sink when it's installed, they can put a bunch of bendy straws and hot glue them. You can hot glue bendy straws vertically at the bottom to help support the sink. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Or you can hang the sink by strings with like a drying rope for onions and garlic. It's called multi-use. It's great. How can I do a better job than I've never installed kitchen cabinets? For obvious reasons. That's how. Somebody just gotta say stop, right? Contact insurance, show them this absolute mess. Oh, it's like this is also an avenue to get after the building, because obviously when these things stop working correctly, yeah, kinda you're out for a bit on something. But then it's like, well, here's a bit more evidence that I can use against them. Congratulations. I'm gonna think of better as these jokers did. To be fair, vendors are giving this impossible task. Company messed up with the cabinets. Credit where credit is due. That's good. That's good. But you can still call out a group on bullshit. Yeah, that's a pretty bad job they're doing currently. Like, given any and all circumstances, still fucking sucks. You basically have the misaligned doors are angled so much they are over 1 centimeter deviation where they meet. Yeesh. Yeah, I remember the artist apartments that I was in. When I moved in, they didn't have all the units finished. Like, my unit did not have cabinet doors. And found out that the company that was hired to make and send the cabinet doors went out of business and just like sent what they had left and just like said fuck it. So it was like I didn't have cabinet doors on like my upper cabinets for like months. That being said, I actually kind of preferred it that way because I just had like easy access to a bunch of stuff, so it was great. But you know. Ratchet gives a shirt too. Vendors have gone ahead with the installation. The cabinet company argued that the vendors accepted the product into the library and that will hold up, by the way. Can hold up. Can hold up. It depends a lot on the agreement that was made and the order that was made. Because there's a strong argument to be made that the vendors were told they need boards that are 3 feet long. And when the vendors only send boards that are 2 feet long, then you can go like, I guess we'll fucking nail you guys as best you can, but like, this is not sufficient, and have proof that they only sent them 2 foot long boards. And it's like, vendors, you did not send us anything. This was worse than nothing. Granted, they probably should have never used them in the first place, but you know. What I'm saying is that there is a recompense in both directions there. What the fuck word is recompense? Where the hell did I get that from? I don't know if that's even the correct use case for that. What the fuck is the word recompense? Mask! Stay safe! Work well! Take care! Thank you for joining us while you could! All right. So yeah, I want this and a Godot thing. How much more time do I have minimum in the stream? An hour and a half, roughly. Then you put in new kitchen cabinets? Never. For the fun fact, supposed to be finished today. New countertops. Because on Monday, I'm getting new carpets and full apartment cleaning on Tuesday. Gonna request very frequently those appointments be postponed. Probably wise. Yeah, Bun, you're not installing shit. Hang on. I feel like my current cabinet situation is completely acceptable. That's why not. I don't want anyone to install cabinets in my house. I like my cabinets. They're totally fine. It is definitely entertaining. I also want to point out that at the beginning of the stream, I talked about how I had a dude do yard work for me and went so above and beyond, I tipped him massively. Because he was here for like, you know, 6 to 9 hours or something. Cabinets. You need to fire up like a do so. Some new ones. They're still very fucking new. Fun, what do I get if I let you install cabinets, huh? Because I'm not paying for cabinet install. My kitchen, I'll trade. Fuck no! I just got an entire new oven. I'm not losing that bitch yet. Kevin eats. I want your oven. My oven is fantastic, and that no one's taking that shit. I haven't even used the air fryer like thing on it. Service system process. One gummy bear and new cabinets. I am not getting new cabinets. Bun, how on earth do you think you could take an oven? I haven't had a good reason to use it yet. Normally, whenever I need to make something, I don't need like a lot of it. I don't need to use up the entire oven for just like a little tray of shit. I have a toaster oven if I just want like a lunch. How's an oven have an air fryer setting? Well, an air fryer is just a really strong convection oven. So it just has a strong convection oven fan, and it just whips that thing up to fucking high power, and then it's just oven. It even has like an air fryer basket that I got with it. So yeah. It's like utilizing parts it already has to add in a new feature. Does it of out if it unends? Get better jokes. You should make 10 pounds of chicken nuggets. 1 second. The chicken tenders that I really enjoy. What is the size of it? How much is in it? $14 ounces. How many of those things do I need for 10 pounds? Isn't it 16? Yeah, it's 16. Okay. 160 ounces divided by 14. I would need to get 11 and a half of these packs. So let's just say 12 packs. Now, trying to look up like how much these chicken tenders are. They are $9 per pack. It would cost me $108 to make 10 pounds of chicken nuggets. That is so not worth it. Chicken math! Put on your throne. Fucking 10 pounds of chicken nuggets. That seems so stupid. I'm sorry. That is such a waste of food. Because, you know, I'm not going to eat them all in one sitting. They're they're gonna have to be gluten-free, so no one else is gonna, you know, want to have them because they're also expensive. So it'd be just me with like leftover chicken tenders. And then, do you know what I have to do when I actually want chicken tenders? Reheat them. So it's like, this is just, I'm not doing that. You'll eat them? Well, I'll just get you normal fucking chicken nuggets. You don't need fucking gluten-free ones. Making normal chicken nuggets. 10 pounds of normal chicken nuggets. I feel like that would be significantly less money. Need gluten-free nugget house party with a sauce buffet. If you don't need gluten-free, think of your nugget house party that way. Does rice flour fry well? Yeah, it does. Okay, 1 second. What is like the cheapest fucking chicken nuggets I can get? I'm actually curious. Just like any, not even gluten-free. Sort by price low. Or it's on like the Walmart site. There's like banquet meals. Okay, banquet chicken nuggets themselves. How 30 ounces. Second. I have to get basically 6 bags of this. So it costs $30 to get the cheapest fucking 10 pounds of the cheapest chicken nuggets they have at like Walmart. See the video of the guy spreads match day over chicken counter, lets the kids decorate it with broccoli trees and dino and pour goes gravy into the volcano. That seems excessive. Did they eat it off the fucking counter too? It's like, do they just like waste it? Oh, that seems excessive. What we're hearing is that Bun has low standards for chicken nuggies. Listen, if you guys bring the nuggets and the sauce, you can use my oven and make 10 pounds of fucking chicken nuggets. Have fun. But I'm not going out of my way to get 10 pounds of chicken nuggets. Either they'd be for me and they'd be wasted, or they're not for me, and I mean, honestly, if they get eaten, I'm fine with it. I don't fucking care. I said, Mom, what's going on here? Oh. There's 2 vibes here. Tommy Ake, Zay said among amount of nuggets, or Twitch chat filling Zay's apartment and using his oven to make 10 pounds of nuggets for a chicken party. For a nugget party. So it's a good idea. So long as Nugget the character is somewhere in like the pile of nuggets in either case, that's fine with me. So I have a nuggie. This foot is real fucking small. What do you mean nuggets just character? Oh, sorry. My child nugget. That one. You know, the reason why Hantabo is stuck with me. Yeah, that nugget. Gonna sue you for half a nugget's worth. Wonder who's stuck with who. Due to legal reasons, I cannot disclose who's stuck with who. Gonna try some corn instant noodles because it's one of those days. I hope it goes well. This is a death of love. And oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Quick notifications gotta check on. Okay, that's nothing anyways. Sweet. Tricorn for instant noodles. Not tricorn noodles. Love was always dead. Yeah, no, wait. Me and Bond absolutely fucking hate each other. She's only in chat right now due to legal obligations. Else the authorities get suspect. You can save $5 a month. Yep. It's part of the child support. Corn on top noodles. Promise not that complicated. But imagine just, you know, not corn with a Q, corn with a C on top of instant noodles. I mean, I would try and make that dish and it would just catch on fire. I don't know what I'm doing right now. There's already corn in it. Aw, dang it. Corny. Guys, wish my corn. Yeah, I called it. Called it, bud. I called it. That was before you heard me say it. We're gonna cover up the foot with the tail. Fuck it. Do you usually know what you're doing right now? Generally, yeah. I have like an idea for what I want to do with an art piece by this point. And it's right now, I'm just like, want to take a nap. I kind of aimed a little high with how long I wanted to be live right now. But I was like, I've been able to stream a lot recently. But the art's not suffering yet. And that's my cutoff. It's when the art suffers. Yeah, spawn. Yeah, spawn. Legs different lengths. If I zoom out and the legs are different lengths, I'm legitimately ending the stream. I'm going to wait to zoom out until I'm done with the tail. And then I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to end the fucking stream. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a wonderful stream. I'm going to label these fucking fix leg length. Everyone's legs are slightly different lengths, but it's not just the leg length. Here, I'll actually pull up the art scene again. This leg goes down like this and then over like this. It just breaks at the fucking foot. And I just don't like it. I don't like that at all. So much of this, I'm actually kind of upset about it. It's like the top part of this, I like this. This I'm fine with. But the rest of this is like, it's not doing it for me. So this is probably going to be a bit of a rework. Like, I'm getting a little exhausted. Not even like for anyone else. It's just I'm still trying to get back into streaming again. It's like, your kitchen! Oh my god, your kitchen has cursed my legs! That's a real crazy thought. Try to draw my legs as Gunny's kitchen. Well, that just means fucked up. You just draw them fucked up. Is that like a weird type of mermaid? That might be a type of mermaid. Bun. Fuck you. And honestly, I'm happy you pointed out because I probably wouldn't have caught that for a while. All right. Can I spread the kitchen curse? No. We're gonna go. 1 second. Just kind of looking at who's to raid. Yeah, we're gonna raid Trust because they're live. Boop. Copy your prop message. You sub copy sub message. Not a sub copy them. Not a sub message. I will see y'all tomorrow, where we're gonna be doing game design stuffs. So that'll be fun. That'll be real fun. My goal is to try and finish the game this week. If I can finish the game this week, then I'm going to be starting up again, reworking it and rebuilding it. So I want to try and have it done this week. I want to have like something finished. So that's kind of the plan this week. Thank you all so much for joining in today. Thanks so much for chatting it up and being an active chat. That actually does help out a lot. Still trying to get my like energy back for everything, so that's on me. Slowly getting back used to streaming. So yeah, I'll see you all later on. Good night, goodbye, farewell, love yous, see yous, and go give Trust a good time. They're currently playing RimWorld, so that's fun. It's always fun. Anyways, there, goodbye.